My name is Bobby Hustle. I am a reggae singer-songwriter from Seattle, Washington, now residing in Los Angeles. What lights me up about music is the feeling that you get in your heart. Sometimes the way the bass actually makes your body move. Just the way that music can connect people from different backgrounds and different parts of the world. And yeah, it's truly the universal language. A lot of people say, oh, it's not complicated and it always sounds the same and this and that. But what I think is so beautiful about reggae music is the complexity that you can find in the simplicity. And some of the most talented musicians have trouble playing reggae. You know, it's a feeling. That's what it is. Reggae is a feeling. So I think that breaks down to every instrument, and the bass line is what holds down the low end, you know, and that gives you that root. And the reggae bass line is everything. The first time I ever gravitated to reggae music was probably like most kids in my situation. I think I was probably like 11 or 12 hearing Bob Marley's song. But it quickly evolved for me because I was hearing a Bob Marley song, but then also placing it in context with a lot of American rock and reggae influenced music at the time. It was cool to see how two different cultures could have different takes on a sound and a style. I remember I was 12 or 13 years old, listening, learning about a lot of different types of music. For some reason, reggae music, Jamaican reggae music, stuck to me. And I remember probably around 14 or 15, I started to get into the more like spiritual aspects of the music. Even as a young kid, something about it just connected with me. And I delved deep into roots reggae music, and particularly Vaughn Benjamin and Midnight, Luciano, Capleton, Sizzla, Luton Fire, John Mason, Richie Spice. Yeah, so it's hard to say specifically what moment it was, but there's an era when I was in my early teens that I just fell in love with the music. Probably something that actually raised me, you know. It gave me a creative outlet. It was different, you know, because I'm from Seattle. For me as a kid, it was kind of a unique outlet, and I just happened to have a group of friends that also listened to the music with me, so we kind of pushed each other. Find out about this artist or that artist. What are they talking about when they talk about this historical situation or event? So we basically pushed each other to learn about the culture and the history, and that was a really interesting and cool blessing, learning about Jamaican culture in a wider sea of people that liked it, but it wasn't their main thing. So we were exposed to all sorts of different things. And I think that's probably why my sound is the way it is, because I'm an American kid who grew up loving reggae music, and the sound that I produce is a blend of the two cultures. So Loud City is actually two producers, Dan Grossman and Mike Gore, MG. Dan and MG. I've known those guys since we were 9 years old. We were in the same 4th grade and 5th grade class together. Those are the guys that I grew up with, learning about the culture, reggae music, pushing each other, like I was saying, to find out about this artist or this song or what this or that means. Dan and MG, Loud City, they are lifelong friends. They always will be, and super talented, multi-Grammy nominated producers that have worked with, you name it, producing for a whole heap of people. Yeah, you've probably heard their songs. And we grew up learning about the music together. The album is one cohesive sound, one cohesive camp. These are the guys that helped mold my sound into what it is today. It's really cool because there's no ego. Like, I don't have a problem with them telling me that something's crap or that it's great or that you could change this. It's all for the betterment of the music. And I think it really shows because I do some of my best work with Loud City. Shout out Mikey General. We have a song called Mountain, and originally I recorded it on a different rhythm, but through the way the business runs, we ended up having Loud City reconstruct a totally new bass line, chords, and everything. I think the addition, Bobby Hustle and Mikey General, plus the sound of Loud City just brings the whole thing together. I actually wrote the chorus and my verses, sent it to Mikey and asked him to sing the chorus as well, because the two of us were never together. I was always in Los Angeles. He was in Kingston, Jamaica. We recorded this during the pandemic. If you listen to the record, it sounds like we're in the same room because I wrote the chorus. He went in the studio and just sang over the same lyrics, and we were able to kind of do a call and response thing, which is super cool. So that's the track Mountain.